hello, and welcome to the commentary zone. As you enter the room, please don't forget to give us a little thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, notification bell, tell a friend. Thank you all for getting us over that 1,000 mark. We really, really appreciate it. We love you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Our one show that we're doing today is This Hot Mess. Sister Wives, season 17, episode 15, one-on-one, part one. You know, I'll give Cody that.
And that's all he really gets to. That's it.
Well, you had to look twice when he said pick me, as describing his wives. So he was a whole ball of confusion in this episode. Robin, I wanted to know when she took over as being priest of the family, because she was just quoting all of the religious doctrine of what these people can and can't do with their grown adult lives. Christine came in floating like a butterfly and stinging like a bee with her little floaty outfit, looking all cute, but she's going to need to do some Botox. Not meaning that in a bad way, but I want Christine to look her best. I'm going to need her to get some shots right here, and then her lines on her forehead and her smile lines. That's it. We could talk about her nose a couple years down the line. Then Mary's dead tooth didn't look too obvious. I don't believe that she's left. I know everybody's whooping and rejoicing. I don't think that she's left because of the mere fact that, you know, she puts it all on Cody, saying that he left the marriage. But when Suki asks her, will you be willing to give it another try? And she said yes, all too quick. She's still on the Cody train. I don't believe any of that. Janelle still straddling the fence, but slowly emerging and holding her own. And of course, Robin, I don't care. But that was my synopsis of the whole episode.
I mean, for me, where it starts is, what do you think about the comparisons of the marriages? Mary was not happy with that. Neither was Christine.
Because you're not supposed to do that in plural. Ain't that like one of the basics? First of all, have enough finances to support all of them equally. Love each of them equally, and don't compare them. Ain't that what the psychiatrist said?
I mean, for sure, he compared them, and Christine had a good point. Like, why you keep comparing me to Mary? Why not comparing me to Robin?
Because you're a wife on the outs, not a wife that he's, dipping and doing in.
I mean, he only got one of those. Just saying.
Exactly. Like if you really look at it, right? He's pushed the other three, like the OG wives, off to the perimeter. He's isolated Mary, just ignores her. Janelle, I think he's just friends with, and not even that anymore now because of the boys. And then Christine, when he went and told her, I don't think we're going to have a romantic relationship anymore, or an intimate relationship anymore, he was putting her out to pasture too. He basically said, I only want to fuck one of y'all. And the three of y'all ain't it. It's that bitch up on the hill.
Pretty much. Do you want to do this character by character to make
Yeah,
it
because
easier?
that's how I laid it out in my notes, which kind of got messy. Because okay, I want to ask you before we go into the characters, what do you think of Suki this time?
She was hit and miss this time for me. She didn't delve deep enough for me.
Well, I thought she had a few good questions, but then there's always lack of follow-up.
That's what it was. Like she would ask the good question, but she wouldn't press. She wouldn't go deeper.
You think that they have like something in their contract saying you can't embarrass me on this show, but if they did, well, the interviewer can't embarrass them because Cody does that all by himself.
I think they give Suki a brief of like, okay, this is how far you can go. I do think that's in place for them. I really do.
I was listening to, who was it, IQ, and they were talking about who should be the host, and somebody was talking about Judge Judy and that blonde hair lady that used to be on cable news, the former prosecutor, Mary Grace.
Nancy
Grace.
Grace.
Nancy Grace.
Nancy Grace.
Oof. Oof.
Or you know who else would be kind of good? Judge Joe Brown.
No, it has to be a woman.
Oh, okay. Then Miss Maybelline. There you go.
Ooh. That would be nice. Or the other lady that's on the Wii show, Celebrity Boot Camp,
I know who you're talking
that
about. I
took
just don't know
over
her name.
divorce court after Judge Maybelline.
I don't know her name. I know who you're talking about. She would be
She
good
rough,
too.
yo. She that would be good. I want somebody with trial experience who knows how to ask questions but also do the follow-up and really like pin somebody down. I want somebody, and it has to be a woman, and I would prefer a person of color just to just aggravate him. Because he doesn't respect women. And we just need to get all of those things up there so that he could behave as badly as possible.
I'm loving that idea.
Anywho, all right. So who do you want to start with?
You know what? Let's start with Cody because that's who I have first.
Hi. Welcome, welcome. Oh, you like Judge Judy? Yeah, but isn't she retired though?
She can come out for a special occasion.
I don't know. She's big money. TLC don't like paying that big money. We need somebody who's accustomed to being on WeTV.
I can do that. Oh, get Tamar Braxton on the line. Let's see what she can do.
Oh my God, she might fight. No, I don't think she's 100% like all there. When she gets to 100%, then we can give her a call. All right, so Cody, I was confused about the present. I thought the Rice Krispie treats was an anniversary gift and not a birthday gift. Because why would he spend his birthday with her?
Vegas. I think he was talking about in Vegas. That's what the present was. He's talking about, oh, Mary gave me this great present while we were in Vegas, blah, blah, blah.
He didn't say Vegas. He said she gave me this amazing birthday present. And at the end, Suki waited till the end of the episode to circle back to that present to trip him up because Mary referenced he alluded to this present. Mary referenced the present was the Rice Krispie treats that she gave him while they was in Flagstaff for the 30th anniversary. And they even showed the clips of it where she said, I'm waiting for you. And he said, I'm not coming. And then they was out in the woods and I thought he was going to kill her. And she was like, what will you do if I kissed you right now? And he was just like, ew. They showed all of those clips. All of those clips. That was from Flagstaff. What he did at the top of the show was just say it was a birthday present, right? At the end of the show, Suki said, I want to circle back to that present. Can you tell me what it is? And he sat there and he thought, tried to think of something. And he said the Rice Krispies treat. That was not a birthday present. That was an anniversary present. And even he said it was one Rice Krispie treat for every year that we were married. And I was in a different mood or place or something. The the show went from Sister Wives to All Alone. Oh my Black Lavender, stop. I this is where Suki won me. This is where Suki won me because that was slick. I don't know if it was editing or what, but it seems like she waited a while so he would forget what he said before and then trip himself up at the end. But those Rice Krispie treats were for anniversary.
Okay, I misunderstood. You're right. This is some of the games that were happening were things like when we moved to Flagstaff, Arizona. I was trying to reconcile with Mary. Okay, there we go. The Rice Krispies treats, you were right. They were an anniversary gift, not a birthday gift. I remember that specifically.
Mm-hmm. And so that's why I was confused when he was like the birthday gift and da-da-da. I'm like, what? Okay. Whatever. Let's see where this is going. But you see, this is typical Cody. Like, he's such an awful liar because he doesn't even remember his own lies. He's just creating his own reality here, and it's awful. And so this is why when he starts going in on Christy, because this was like we just gonna trash Christine so that we can turn the audience against Christine. Because I was so successful with doing that with the wives. Let's see if I can trash her to the audience. And he calls her a manipulator because and when Suki asked how so, he said, because she does manipulation and pouts and has temper tantrums. The person who pouted and threw the most temper tantrums this season was saying that about Christine, who was the most calm person this season. But Suki's a better person than me because I would have been like, roll the footage.
Yeah, I saw production. Handle that for me, please. Cody, let's watch this.
Maybe we need to get the Real Housewives of Potomac production company to do the reunions for this show. I don't know. It's just so weird. I don't believe anything about him wanting to reconcile with Mary when they moved to Flagstaff. I don't, because all of his actions said otherwise. Because once they moved to Flagstaff was when he really started pushing her away. So
exactly, he didn't want to be with her. Yeah.
Exactly. And why are you blaming it on Christine when you yourself have said over and over again you don't want to be with this woman? Don't blame it on Christine. Because he said it's her fault that he's not with Mary.
Right, and what killed me was when he told her like that he wasn't attracted to her and he thought she was gonna stay.
Well, that's because Mary stayed.
Right. Between that and he said, "Oh, I thought she was just playing games with me." I'm like, "Sir, no."
See, he thought that he had like a one size fit all playbook for these women. Right? So what worked with Mary was obviously going to work with Christine since she was the stupidest wife, being the basement wife. And this is how you could tell that he hadn't really been spending time with any of these other women with the exception of Robin, is because he doesn't know them. Even when he goes, I know Mary so well. I know she wants to say something. Go ahead, say something. I can see you want to say something. No, she don't. No, she don't.
She was like, "What are you talking about?"
I don't know. he did a lot of rambling about relationships. And you know who he reminded me about of? Remember last season of Seeking Sister Wives? The the black dude that would stay at home and all his wives would go out and work.
Oh, the Davises, Nick.
Yes. Where he was rambling on and on and on about relationships, Cody reminded me of Nick. I was just like, what the fuck are you saying?
But in fairness, Nick was better. In my opinion, Nick was running his own personal MLM, and he had the women working.
Well, Cody does too.
Well, but the women are bringing the money to him, though. In Nick's case, in Cody's case, the women started squirreling the money away, and he didn't know about it.
Well, you know, that family account was doing really well because it got $1 million house for Robin. Let's just call a thing a thing. You know, I still don't.
See, that was then we get remember that was pre-escape plan when they were all still buying into the family.
Not Christine, because Christine rolled over her Las Vegas proceeds into a Flagstaff asset. That proves to me that she was planning this from Vegas.
She had to be. Remember, she even said, or Janelle let us know that she's been talking about leaving Cody since Vegas, and I think Christine herself said I should have left in Vegas.
Yeah.
Christine told us. Christine told us right there what she was all about.
I will give Cody this. He admitted that he was in denial once when Christine announced that she was leaving. He admitted that he was in denial. He admitted that he thought that she was joking. He admitted he didn't take it seriously. I will give him that. I will give him that. So he isn't a total psychopath.
We can give him that.
Mm-mm. Okay, what did you think about when he said, when Christine made her announcement that she was leaving, he noticed that Christine was really done. She was smiling and looking forward to the future, and he wasn't. And this is when he thought that that she probably wouldn't have left if he was more patriarchal. And he started babbling on about run your will to mine. And Suki asked him what that meant, but he didn't really give an answer. He just kept on repeating, run your will to mine or some such nonsense. What does that mean? Just like I give over to you and you make all the decisions? Bruh, I'm not doing that. And I do, like, unless you are physically, emotionally, financially
That's the
taking
way I
care
take
of
it.
me.
That's the way I took it. Is that you basically you really don't have a say so, but I want your input, but you need to be in sync with me.
Well, then you need to be financially responsible for me then. Fuck you and all of that. Like, if I don't got a say in this, then don't ask me for my money.
I mean, just you have a fantastic point.
Money is power. Money is power. And this is something that he's figured out. He is holding these women financially hostage by usurping their money.
But remember, didn't Janelle reference that? Like that's what their culture does. Is that that's one way they keep you in is to keep you financially tied to the family.
Yeah. Yep. It's true. It's true. And then he says, this is the pick me moment. Oh my God. This is how he described Janelle and Christine, that they was begging to get into his family to follow these patriarchal rules, pick me, and panting like a dog. Like, you have children with these women. The bulk of your children is with these two women that you are referencing as a dog. How any of these children still speak to him is beyond me.
I
But
mean, I think it's at the behest of the mother.
mm-mm, mm-mm. So yeah, this is basically, I'm done with Cody, because it started off with him talking about that present, and then it ends off with Suki going back to that conversation, and they go through it's the Rice Krispie treats, and I just thought he was lying throughout all of his segments.
I mean, that's all he kind of does at this point. He tries to gaslight people, but he doesn't know how to do it. I'm sorry, he just doesn't.
When he paws all over Suki and he like longs out his tongue like he's trying to vomit or something, like who's telling him that this is a good look? Who's telling him this? Like, if honestly, Suki again is a better person than me, because had he touched me like that, I swear I would have smacked him, or at least swatted away his hand, like, what Melania Trump did. Like, don't. I don't like people who are like, I don't like people touching me who I don't like. Does that make sense? Like, I can be in the same
Right,
space as you, but I don't want you touching my person.
right. You're acting a little too familiar, and I don't like it.
And we at work, let's just call a thing a thing. This a job. That's all Cody wanted, was the money and spend as less time with the women as possible. He's changed a lot because oh my God, I've been watching a channel. I've got to remember the name of the channel, but they've been going, like, they went back and they started reviewing Christmas episodes of Sister Wives, and they showed the first Christmas in the new homes in Vegas in the cul-de-sac, right? Cody was so different. Cody was likable, engaging with his children, engaging with his wives. What happened, Robin?
Yeah, Robin, I want to know if they started getting more money for in them contracts.
Probably because that was season 5, and they didn't take their pay cut until 10. And
So
that's
I
when he
bet they,
started turning into a bitch.
but see, and I bet you that's when they start. That's when they were in their peak. That seasons 5 till 10. I think that's when they were their peak of money. So and then
Mm-hmm.
you throw Robin into the mix. I mean,
Mm-mm-mm. Okay, so I don't have anything else for Cody. Do you?
no, the next person on my list is Christine.
Yeah, mine too. Suki came straight out swinging with Christine. She was like, um, she starts asking if what Cody said was true, and Christine is like, no. Um, basically, she's denying everything. She says that Cody thought that they would have been fine with just a platonic relationship, but she doesn't think that that's a marriage. She said hearing that Cody say out loud that he wasn't attracted to her was super embarrassing. But she also knew when she heard that she was done. And then she brings up the bad behavior comment, and that turned Christine out. She was like, I'm not his child. Don't talk to me like that. Christine has evolved.
She understands her worth. That's what it is.
Yeah. Something that Cody never quite got. She looks back on the separation announcement. and she could tell that Robin was hurt. But don't spend too much time on that, Christine. Don't.
Here's the thing,
Christine.
y'all were never cool though. That's the thing with Christine and Robin. Wait, we'll get to Robin later. But the way she was acting, like y'all weren't that cool anyway. And Christine said like her relationship with Mary and Robin wasn't that close for years anyway, so she's confused too.
Yeah, yeah. She says that her and Mary aren't good. Um she didn't think that there was anything in particular wrong with her and Robin. They just weren't close like her and Janelle. And then they talk about the breakup of her relationship with Mary. And Christine says she didn't want to be treated unfairly by Mary anymore. She said that she would put her down in front of her family. And she goes, well, yeah, she would apologize, but then she would do it again. So why keep going, on that cycle, on that hamster wheel? Just get off and be done with it. You don't have to put up with it no more.
Yeah, why go see the same movie that you already know the ending to?
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that was Christine's segment. Um,
Let's go to Mary because Mary worked my nerves. Okay,
you go ahead.
and here's why. Because why did she not dress for the occasion? She looked like she just woke up and just went into closet and picked some stuff out. She this is Mary though. She doesn't take pride in herself. I mean, she came to the one-on-one regular schmegler. Ma'am, if you're quote unquote trying to leave your husband, you supposed to be decked out, dolled out, and she just came here like she was going to like
Like the
Denny's and
supermarket on a Saturday morning or the laundromat.
like she going to Costco to get toilet paper.
No, I dress a little bit better to go to Costco. She going to the Walmart.
But did you feel the same way? Did you notice that? I'm like, why? Like
Yeah, she came looking like a bum.
Christine came out looking good. Janelle, I'm like, okay, Janelle, we see you, Janelle. I seen that. You done freshened yourself up a little bit. She looked good.
Mm-hmm.
Robin, Robin was solid. Homely, not doing too much. Oh, go ahead, Robin, play your position. And then you get married. No, no, ma'am. Mm-mm.
Mary looked like a
She
bum.
stuck out. She stuck out.
And she even forgot to put on the eyeliner on the bottom of her eyelid. You notice that? She always has a full on eyeliner thing. And this time it's like, were you rushing or something? Did you forget your clothes?
That and like they could have done something with that hair. I mean, why they could have gave you a cute little mid part, maybe a few little extensions, but nah, you coming in blue jeans, swoop to the side, like you just don't care. Like she just did not care. That was annoying.
Well, again, Mary, if you don't try, we're not going to try for you. Um, let's see. Okay, so Mary says, she tells Suki that she didn't think it was fair for Cody to bring her into the discussion, like comparing the marriages, like how he did between Mary and Christine. She said she didn't, and I agreed with her on that. So we started off good. And then she's like, she asked Mary, how did you feel when Christine said she was leaving? And she was honest. I have to give Mary this. She said she felt like she was betrayed by Christine when it was first announced. And I can understand that because as the initial recruiter, you're going to feel bad when someone you recruited quit and go for the opposite team. I can understand that. And it kind of makes more sense now that she's admitting that. However, this is where it fell apart for me. She was like, "Oh, our mine and Christine relationship in the past has been fun." Oh my God. Hey, G5. I know this show is so sad. She said it was fun. I don't think it was fun for Christine. So that confirmed to me that you used to put this woman down because that's how you
Oh, for
have fun.
sure. Exactly. She was your punching bag because
Mm-hmm.
she felt Christine was beneath her.
And I think it was from a comment. Here's why. Here's why I say this. Seasons ago, when they was doing the reunions all together on the couch, they was talking about something, and Christine said, "Well, it had to be hard for Mary and Mariah." Oh, this is when Mariah was acting up in Las Vegas. And she said it had to be hard for Mary and Mariah to be looking at, me and Janelle having more and more kids, and she couldn't have any more. Now, a petty bitch like Mary is going to hold on to that and keep on punishing you for saying that shit out loud. Just saying.
Oh,
So,
for sure.
Christine, that's why she kept on putting you down. Mary admitted that she's never been the perfect sister wife. And she said it's probably because like the failure of their relationship is probably because of a lack of trust. So I feel like she was being honest a lot of her segments.
But remember, I think Suki asked her, like, so why do you think this is falling apart? Yada, yada. And Mary's like, I really don't know. And then Suki's like, you know what you did. And that's when Mary found spilled the bean. Look, this is the situation, yada, yada,
Another
yada.
great follow-up question. Like she was slipping in there some really good follow-up questions. Suki, I'm beginning to think that Suki was better than normal on this episode. Okay. Mary then says that she looks to Cody as being the head of the family. She's also a strong, independent woman. I don't think Mary understands what patriarchy is, because you can't be a strong, independent woman and be in a patriarchy.
Correct. 100%.
See, at least Janelle know that ain't what I signed up for. I'm a strong, independent woman. I make my own decisions. But Mary is just conflating these two things, and you're just coming off real stupid. We finally see the clip. They show her the clip where Cody says he doesn't consider himself married to Mary anymore. And Suki asks her, how does that make her feel? She says she never heard him say that. She says until then, right? And she said since they had been in Flagstaff, he said this was a new beginning. He meant new beginning that he moved states, not new beginning with you. He never specified that, Mary. He said, and then she goes, but their last anniversary, this past anniversary, the 31st, she called him and he said to her, why are you even calling me? And so she said, well, then, since you feel that way, maybe we should make an announcement. And he responded back to her, no, do not make any announcement. I cannot handle that kind of judgment. Was it judgment? Yeah, judgment. He doesn't want to feel that judgment. Mary said that he made this decision. He doesn't want to be with her. But then Suki asked, would you ever reconcile? And she was quick to say, yeah. That speaks volumes to me. Mary, you need lots of therapy.
She does. She's not a strong, independent woman because she's still hoping he comes back to her.
Hey, Ryan. Hey, Paranormal. He doesn't remember birthdays or anniversaries. Nope, he don't. Then Suki gets on about the Rice Krispies treats. And that's when Mary brings back up when she gave him those Rice Krispie treats for the anniversary and how they went down into the woods. And he was like, don't come over here and kiss me, bitch, because I belong to Robin and Robin belong to me. We going steady. And you are evil. Robin
Right.
told me not to touch you no more.
And Robin got the pen and everything, not varsity pen.
Mm-hmm. You know, and Mary, you have been disgraced on this show. You have been disgraced. You have been disowned. You have been cast to the side, with the exception for the PIN number to your ATM a card. I mean, wake up, girl. Wake up. I don't know. This is just sad. Anything else with Mary?
Now we go with Mary. Now we on the Robin.
You want Robin or Janelle?
No, we can do Janelle.
Um. Okay, so then Janelle opens up by saying that COVID drove more wedges between the relationships. But that to me says that there was cracks there before that COVID just pried open. Janelle says that Cody told her that plural marriage was standing in the way of his progress. What?
His progress with Robin.
Suki Suki brings up that Robin looks like the only one that's been in a relationship with him, that or that is currently in a relationship with him. Janelle said that they originally set this up to work as a team to raise the family. She said it would feel great if she had had a husband to see her perspective on things as much as they see Robin's. I like that dig. I like that dig because it does seem like he only listens to Robin.
Right.
Oh my God. She doesn't know where Cody is spiritually. They haven't spoken about it in a while. Janelle says that there is no legal marriage for the spiritual marriage wives, her, Christine, and Mary. Now, does anybody know whether Mary is spiritually married to him? Because we do know that she got the legal divorce, but did they go back up to the coven or wherever it is at they temple and do the spiritual thing and roll the chicken bones or whatever it is that they do to spiritually bond? Because maybe that's why he's kicking her to the curb, because he doesn't even have the original spiritual marriage that he had with Janelle and Christine. Did we ever see a spiritual marriage with them?
I'm looking at it right now.
Just asking. So Janelle says that there's no legal marriage, even though Suki says that there's a gray area surrounding the divorce. Christine says she no longer, she says that Christine no longer embraces the faith. In the church, you do have to go through channels to be released from your spiritual marriage. But for Christine, she no longer believes in their church or their religion or their doctrine. So since the contract is between two people, that means that one of them can break that contract and not go through all the rigmarole of the church, because if you don't believe in it, why are you going through all of that? And I agree with that. Suki then brings up the foolishness that Robin mentioned when they was on the back porch at Christine's house about the adultery. And that's the only way for Christine to be released from her spiritual marriage is when she go and have sex with some other person. And Janelle says yes, but if that person doesn't believe in the coven anymore, then do they really need to be released from it? And how do you make that person abide by something that they no longer believe in? She said that she could see both sides and it's difficult. Janelle thinks that Christine is looking for that deep connection and companionship, something that she's been starved of for years. I would say 27 years to be exact. It was pretty sad. What did you think of Janelle's segment?
I think Janelle was spot on, and she's been spot on this whole season. So it was really good to hear her say it out loud, like this is what's going on, and Christina has the right to feel how she feels because Robin and Cody were making it seem like, oh, everything's Christine's fault. Like, no, it's not Christine's fault. Christine has been feeling this way for some time, and you're not listening to her, so why should she stay?
Not the Rice Krispie treats, FM. Janelle gonna get you a forensic accountant. Oh, I think she needs one and a good attorney. Now let's get to your favorite Robin.
Robin just annoyed me the whole time.
How so? How so?
This is all I saw her.
Do not give her the Candace triangle. Do not. She does not deserve that.
No tears though. No tears though. Like,
no tears. No tears.
Opened up with me. You know, we could have had so much fun. Get out of here. Shut up. I don't believe you.
If anybody wasn't open, it was Robin. Robin was not open to any of these women.
But have you noticed, like, with Robin and Cody, everything is one-sided, their side, where everyone else is seeing it from both sides?
These two are scammers.
Here's my whole thing with them. Cody has been stupid this whole time. It's called anything. But Robin, the light bulb went off, and she realized, okay, I gotta save this money because Christine's leaving, and there goes our bank account.
Mm-hmm. Well, she still had Mary. That's why she told Mary, "You need to hang in there with me." And yet, in the confessional, said, "I wouldn't blame her if she went off and found somebody. Just leave access to the ATM."
Here's the thing: you can hold on to Mary, who's the one bring probably. Well, she's hanging on to Mary because of the MLM. I understand that she's trying to make sure she has some semblance of lifestyle because she don't want to work.
There you go. Someone's got to contribute to the family account. You're already taking a big hit with Christine. You figured out that Janelle is not contributing everything to the family account. and you know, you don't want to work, or at least work where we can see it. FM says, I still am curious as to why Robin had multiple names in the past, aside from her divorced maiden name. It's odd. Yeah, that third name. Huh? How you make a mistake? How you make a mistake? FM says, and falling back on the I was a single parent narrative is complete. Mm-hmm. Now, you see, if all of her $32,000 worth of charges was supermarket, gas station, utilities, and a rental company, I would understand that. But when you tell me the majority of it was for Victoria's Secret, say what now? You could go without drawers, but you can't go without a roof over your head. And you can get dollar panties from the Walmart. Why you had to go to Victoria's Secret and buy that crap?
Not to mention food, electric bill, stuff like that. But you can go to Victoria's Secret and run up bills for underwear.
Like I said, if the $32,000, and she's claiming single motherdom, right? If it was from the supermarket, the utility companies, a rental company, rental for the, like, apartment or whatever, school fees, if that was it, or school activities, daycare, if that was what you was charging, I'd be like, okay, girl, we all get into jams. We all get into jams. But no, not Victoria's Secret. Anywho, what I found was odd. Suki asked her what she would do if she lost intimacy in her marriage. Robin said she would never allow Cody to not talk to her. She would march him down to a therapist. How do you force someone to do that? Who's running your household?
Exactly.
Matriarch. Who running your household? You wouldn't allow him to not talk to you? How do you do that? You control his vocal box? I don't that was just weird to me. Suki said that Robin looked shocked when she found out about the divorce. Suki, I know you lying. She did not look shocked, because she sat there. Remember, they was out on the back patio and she was rocking in the chair, and Christine said what she had to say, and then she goes, oh my God, I knew this is what you were going to talk about. I knew. Why? Because Cody told you.
Right, on one of the 7 nights that he stays at your house.
One of the 7. You're so dumb. Let me see. Robin's response is that she had hopes and dreams, and Christine took that away from her. Oh, Christine took all of my hope. How did we circle back around to this being about you, Robin?
So what she was saying, okay, let me paraphrase. When Robin said she took away her hopes and dreams, she took away her McMansion. That's what she's saying.
She still got the McMansion.
I mean, but how they gonna pay for it? Remember,
the hopes and dreams is the dollar bills, the Benjamins that's put into the family account so that she could go down to the mall and buy some more $200 flip-flops. Because she hoped and dreamed to get the white pair to match with the black pair she had on. Okay, so then she says, Robin then says, no, Suki asked Robin if Janelle is her sister wife, and Robin replies, in her head she is, but Janelle told her she didn't want a relationship with her. You gotta love Janelle. You gotta love Janelle.
Was it Janelle or Christine? I can't remember.
She said it was Janelle because Suki asked, how is your relationship? No, do you consider Janelle a sister wife? And Robin replies, in her head she is. Robin then goes on to say Janelle told her she didn't want a relationship with her, and Robin was hurt. Get your tissue. Get your tissue. So stupid.
You took my dreams, and Janelle told me a relationship with me. No.
We're not going to be on the porch rocking back and forth. We're not going to be looking at our children. Oh. Robin hoped that Christine would eventually open up to her. She dreamt that they all got along and that they would be sitting on a porch watching all their kids together. And Christine took that dream away from her. And this is where Robin is trying very hard to cry, but nothing happens. Robin says that Cody, with Cody out of the picture, she hopes that Christine finds happiness and maybe they can have a different relationship then. Suki asks Robin if Christine feels that she sabotaged her relationship. Robin says that she would be wrong. All she's ever been was supportive of her relationship with Cody. Suki also says, hmm, what would she say to Christine in this moment? Right? And she says that she wished that she would have let her in and they could have had a lot of fun together. So, bitch, it take 10 years. It ain't like you just showed up. It's been 10 years of you being divisive in this family. I don't know.
Exactly.
And then so this is where she goes on to explain the church's views, their church's views on divorce, and Christine will have to sleep with someone else by and by doing that she's committing adultery, and that will break her spiritual marriage with Cody. Suki asks if this goes into the afterlife, and she says yes, they're all bound together. So what I want to know is, since Robin is the guru of the religion du jour, when the fuck did you commit adultery and break your bond with your former husband so that you could be with Cody? When did that happen? And who did that happen with?
Uh-oh.
I'm just asking for a friend. I'm just asking for a friend. Well, that was episode 1. Episode 2, part 2, it seems like it's going to be, you know what? I think they're going to leave the Janelle announcement for part 3.
That makes the most sense.
They're going to make us sit through a shitty episode for part 2, then to get to part 3 with Janelle saying that she's separated from him, and we knew that from before even part 1 aired. Oh, God. Hi, Survivor Girl. Hello. Welcome, welcome. Are you Willow? Oh. So, what else? What did you think? What did you think? Was this semi decent?
It was a good start. It was a very good start. I like the
Now
start.
that we've discussed the episode, do you think Suki was as bad as when we before we started talking about it?
No, she was subtle. She did her job because she was pushing back, but she wasn't doing it in the outlandish way we see on like Bravo and Housewives. She was she was she was guiding the conversation.
Yes. I think she got a lot out of each of the participants and too much out of Cody. Ugh, gross. I did like her jewelry this year. You know, I'd be scoping everything.
You are a sucker for accessories.
I love her jewelry, but there seemed to be a problem with humidity in that studio because Suki's hair was puffing up. Robin's hair, well, that was a helmet all on its own. Mary's hair fell flat. Janelle's hair was puffing up, and Christine's hair kind of fell out of. It started to frizz. I think there was a problem with humidity in that room. Even Cody's hair looked limp. Why? If he has so much money, why doesn't he get plugs?
Vanity.
I think he should. I mean, there's enough downtime. He could go and do it. Because whatever's going on up here, it's not good. It's not good. Who is Suki now? Oh, Suki's the interviewer. She's the host of the tell all. Sukiyana, and I don't remember her last name, but I like her. Cody is sickening. Yes, he is. I hope Janelle, Christina, and Mary get a spin-off and they cancel Cody Robin and her horrible children. Okay, so FM, I'm going to agree with you on one thing. Janelle and Mary. No, Janelle and Christine. Mary can go about her happy way. I don't want to see Mary because Mary's not going to dress up. Mary's just going to show up looking like the sixth member of Duran Duran. I'm not interested in that. If Mary goes and has a relationship with her best friend up at the B&B, I might be interested in a spin-off of that. And then she turns that into, but she could turn that into LGBTQ plus A, hotspot.
Did you see the clip on Twitter?
What?
Oh,
Twitter's the devil. I can't with Twitter. Oh my God. Yep, Cody is sickening. I thought it was a new wife. I don't think he's gonna get a new wife because I don't think Cody believes in plural relationships anymore. I think that's Robin that's driving that narrative. What's this?
Having favorites. I'm going to meet some dude online and fall in love and want to leave my family.
The first 20 years, I don't know, are not going to be really great. And if they are great, then somebody's lying.
I mean, having favorites is not okay. If you want a successful family, you don't have favorites.
I am not married to 3 other women.
No, I'm just a narcissist. I have tended to be moody and self-absorbed. I'm not a good husband.
I saw that. That was so funny.
I hollered.
But I saw it on Instagram. I think Black Lavender put it up. Oh my God. I've watched this train wreck show since the beginning and always felt something was off about Robin. Oof. What are we agreeing with me on? I don't know. Okay. Let's see. Agree about married. Oh, yeah. Okay. Mary needs to be accountable towards Janelle and Christine. I think she was a lot more open and honest in this part 1 than she has been in years. That's just, I mean, once she saw that clip of Cody, but then again, I think she knew that. I think she just shows up for her contractual obligations and a check, and this helps her promote her MLM with what is it, LuLaRoe? I think this show gives her brand recognition, which is her name. I'd like to see them 3 on a show together, but only if Mary is held accountable. I'm not giving her another check. I wish I could get a refund on this one. Robin wants him to get a new wife. I don't think so. I think she'll talk about it, but she's too insecure to have more competition. She's finally got him all to herself. And then what I think she'll do is turn around and blame him and say he didn't get the calling to take on another spiritual wife. So it's entirely up to him, but she would be open to it. Meanwhile, when they laying down in the bed together, she's like pulling on his, nether hairs on his taint and saying, bitch, you ain't getting no other fucking wife up in here. And that's it. But you're going to go out there and say you ain't get the calling yet. You still waiting for it. You waiting for the calling. But you'll never get that call because I control the phones in here.
Oh, not I control the phones in here.
The bitch that ain't got no money, but she control everything.
Exactly.
Is that their wedding photo album? No, that was their very first intro, wasn't it? like for the first couple of seasons, that was how they introduced them, but they had nicer. Because Christine was, I never just wanted the man, I wanted the family. You know, they all had these nice polygamous, come join us taglines. It's just weird. Are any of those kids his? Like I told you, I just started watching this. Almost all of them are his, with the exception of the 3 that he adopted. Robin's first 3 children are from her first marriage to David Jessup. Excuse me, Jessup is the last name, Jessup.
Yes.
And he eventually Cody eventually adopted those children when they were in Las Vegas. So technically all 18 are his. Bless his heart. If ever there was a reason to castrate somebody, Cody Brown would be it. Be more honest in the tell-all. No checks for no more checks for Mary. Let me see. I would love to see the tell-all with the kids. You know what? Everybody is saying I would want to see the kids. I don't know how I feel about that. I could not imagine any one of these people as my parent. I would want to disassociate myself. And I would like what Gwendolyn is doing now, coming out on Patreon and IG and YouTube, you know, trying to make a dime off of this. Good for her. But I personally wouldn't want to be on this show. And then let's think about it. Because I heard somebody talking about it earlier saying, I think the kids should do like a pillow talk show. So you air this show, you know, at 8 o'clock, and then 10 o'clock, do a pillow talk with the kids, rinsing out their parents and what douchebags there are. You really want kids to do that about their parents? How does that look? I know TLC goes low.
Right.
But I don't know how comfortable I would feel with that, because these are parent-children relationships. It's not like 90 Day Fiance where one sleaze bag is talking smack about another sleaze bag who's trying to dig down somebody from another country and then bring them here to the States for 90 days. Like, it's totally different.
But there's clear
Like,
sides. The other problem. There's clear divisive sides.
I can laugh at the 90 Day stuff because those people aren't related and we all know they're trash. But these are children and these people are their parents. I wouldn't be on board for that. I couldn't, because in my mind, that would be further destruction of the family.
And that's why I said it's too divisive. They can't be objective in the situation. I don't think they're too deep in it. So I wouldn't really want to see a full-on destruction of a couple, even if it is Cody and Robin.
And based on Gwendolyn, she hasn't watched anything. Like, she watched the first 2 episodes or something like that of this season. It doesn't seem like they are into this show. Now, check these kids. They sitting down and they seeing Cody saying that they mamas is dogs and they pick me's, and Mary can go and find somebody else because I ain't married to her. And Christine is all types of dirtbag and manipulative, and she broke up my marriage with Mary when I was trying to get reconciled with her. Like, he sits up there and he says a lot of foolishness, and you want the children to watch that? If they don't watch it, I think they should continue not watching it.
No, because if they actually sat down and watched the show, they would need to do it all. It would need to be all of the siblings together watching it. It cannot be them watching.
Let me tell you, all of them oldest boys, Peyton, Garrison, Gabriel, the one that just got married, what's his name? Jared?
Logan, right?
Logan. Them 4 big boys. from Janelle and Christine, because Peyton is Christine's, but the other three is Janelle's. Let them sit down and watch this season. You cannot tell me they wouldn't go and buck up on Cody for how they treated their mother. And they also consider Christine their mother because Christine raised them. Like, it's a dangerous thing. These boys are now men. And they've made their decision not to do this plural stuff. And I feel like they have more respect for women because these single mothers raised them to respect women. And they're seeing their daddy saying this about their moms. Really? Let me tell you, the only one that's going to sit down there and cry is Gabriel, but the rest of them look like not thugs, but
Right. No, I know what you're saying.
You know, Jamal, you going to let somebody talk about your mom like that?
No, and the men that she's dated, they understand that I'm the only child, only son of a single mother. They know what's up.
So that's why I think like doing a pillow talk with the kids, and then okay, say if we leave the boys out, we only bring on the girls. So we showing them how they daddy treating their mama and putting the worm in their head that this is acceptable behavior for how a man's supposed to treat a woman. Really? This show is destructive enough all on its own. It does not need a pillow talk.
No, I don't. It's just like we said, it would just be, it's too divisive. It would make things worse. Just let the show die off.
Someone was saying on one of the silly little shows that I watch on the YouTube, what if he got Roberta from Seeking Sister Wives to bring in as a second wife? Robin would be the new Danielle. Bitch, tears would be flowing. I would love to see Roberta. Mm-hmm. What were you going to say, Jamal?
I said Roberta's young enough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, bye, Paranormal. Happy holidays, love. He's so full of it. They would take him apart. But yeah, but do we want to, my thing is like, I don't want to see that. It's bad enough that I'm sitting here watching him demoralize women. And some of them willingly lapping it up. It's another thing, like, for the kids. Once I found out that they don't really watch it, I kind of felt good about that. I don't know. Anywho, this was part 1 of this atrocious season 17 one-on-one part 1. This is episode 15 of season 17. We will see part 2 in the new year, January 1st.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So guys, join us tomorrow. We'll be talking about family karma and a couple of episodes of Real Housewife of Miami. We'll eventually get caught up, but there's no big rush to it. So join us back here tomorrow. We'll have more fun. Bring your notes, put on your ugly Christmas sweater, and join us. Jamal, any final comments on this monstrosity?
No, we are good to go.
Awesome. Okay, guys, until next time, happy holidays. And it'd be good if I could get to the page. Bye.